Hello, hello. Welcome. I am setting up my computer so that we can get some fun stuff happening tonight. So be sure to say hello when you're coming in. I will be right with you live in just a second. Almost done. Okay. I think I've got it. Take this off and we're ready to roll. Hello everybody. Welcome to my workshop. I'm Susan Tapley. I am a designer with Club Couture. I love my job, so if you are interested in doing what I do, please let me know so I can get you some information. In the meantime, while you're coming on, be sure to say hello so that we know you're here. It's always nice to say hi to people. Let me get my things all set up and get this in here. We're almost there. Sorry, guys. Picture in picture. Boy, there's always some technical difficulty every time, right? I'm getting better though. My gosh, this used to be so challenging for me. Okay, so welcome. I have got some really cool projects planned for you tonight. One is kind of an updo of a project that I've done before, but I'm going to do it in a slightly different way. Hi, Meg! Oh my gosh, wait till you see the cupcakes. I hope they come out nice. I experimented a little bit and I didn't have exactly what I wanted for materials. So I went to the store and I got, I think, what I need. So we're going to do that after we do a quick project on this beautiful 8-inch chalkboard. So while I'm looking at it, you guys, I have this here for a reason. Thank you so much for doing this with my video. I'm not supposed to say that word live, but we call it sprinkling here at Club Couture. So if you wouldn't mind sprinkling my video on your group, just hit that SHARE tab so that others can hear about what we do at Club Couture. I would so appreciate it. That is the best compliment you can give me if you enjoy watching my videos. So thank you for doing that. Hello, Leslie and Meg. Welcome. So I am so sorry I didn't get to do my live last night. I had planned to do actually this project, these two projects tonight. However, I was working on my sale, and you know who, it wasn't the internet's fault, and I don't want to name names, but some platform that I used was not cooperating, and I had written, put all my pictures in and my descriptions of the items on my VIP group and my sweetest sale, and finished it all up, hit load, and it was gone, every bit of it. I wanted to cry. So I apologize for not being there when I said I would, but we're gonna have fun tonight. So we're gonna start with this one. This is my 8-inch chalkboard. You guys might know that I have had this board. It came in my starter kit 3.5 years ago, and it's still beautiful. It's got a couple more dents in it because I've traveled a bit with it, but it looks right. It just looks like it should. And the board is beautiful, and I've used this over and over and over again. And one of the cool features about our 8-inch chalkboards is that it's got a magnetic porcelain steel surface. So you can actually put things like magnets on it, which is what we're going to do tonight with our project. So you may recall, oh my gosh, quite a while back, we had a transfer that had a globe on it. And I cut out this adorable globe stand. We couldn't figure out the name of it, but we decided we were going to call it a globe stand. And we have done a couple of different projects with this. It's really quick and easy. And I want to show you what this is. It's actually a piece of wood that I cut out. And because this is a Club Couture project, you can't even buy the transfer for this anymore. But if you decide you want to join Club Couture, write club in the contest or hit the tab in the description of this live and join the club, and I will send you one of these. I'm actually going to adapt it a little bit now that I have worked with it a little bit. I feel like I want the arm of the circle to land right about in the center of the base. So I'm going to adapt it a little bit if you guys want one. But if you decide to join Club Couture within the next 30 days and you want one of these, let me know and I will make you one and send it to you free of charge. So you ready? What I'm going to be using for a transfer in the center here is going to be this beautiful little Valentine heart. And this is going to be one of the, it might even be the last Valentine project that I do. And you guys are probably going to be happy about that, because I feel like if you look behind me, you're going to see that there are a lot of them. And we've been having a lot of fun with our beautiful Valentines. I forgot to get my chalk out, but it's right here with me. So anyway, we're going to be using this heart, and this is from our Welcome Signpost add-on collection. You may remember we have a large transfer that has WELCOME on it, and you can replace the O with different icons. There's another transfer that has the heart. It also is a lot on this transfer. Whoops, come on. There's also a shamrock for, I was going to say Thanksgiving. You know what I mean, St. Patrick's Day for March. It's got an Easter egg. It's got a star, which you could use in the summer. It's got a pumpkin for fall, and it's also got this beautiful snowflake, which we used recently for our farm stand signpost update just a couple weeks ago. So today we're just going to be using the heart. By the way, this transfer is going to be retiring. It is out of stock at the moment, but it will be returning to my website. If you would like one, write transfer in the comments and I'll let you know when it comes out, because this is a really cool set. We have a new one that's going to be replacing it, and I like it. However, I noticed that the icons are smaller, so we're going to use them all. I love them all, but this one you won't be able to get much longer, so just put that in the comments if you'd like one. Hello, Miss Cindy. Thank you for joining me. So, like I said, I kind of wish that this extended right over the center of the base of this. But I've worked around it a few times, but I think if you guys want one, I will cut them for my new club members so that it's about an inch longer, so it's centered with the base of the globe stand. So, I hold this on with magnets. The reason I love that, as I was saying before, my 8-inch chalkboard, is that I can put magnets on there very easily and hang this on the wall, and it doesn't move. It really doesn't move. So we're going to start working on this first. So this is a brand new transfer. I have not yet used it, I don't think. So I'm going to write on the back as I always do. So heart. And you guys, if you've watched me before, you know the reasons why I do this. First of all, it's to remind you which transfer goes on which carrier sheet. And I'm writing on the back side of the transfer to remind myself that after I have used the transfer, I'm going to wash it, dry it sticky side up, and when it's dry, return it to this carrier sheet. This side right here is nice and shiny and slick, and the transfer is sticky. So you always want to return the sticky side of the transfer to the slick side of the paper, not this side, which is a matte finish. It can be a little tricky to get it off. So I'm just going to peel off my transfer, and I always try to see how sticky it is. This one isn't terribly sticky, and there's, yeah, I think I'm going to fuzz it just once or twice. So I'm using this is called a Club Couture fuzzing towel. If you don't have one, you can use a bath towel, you can use a t-shirt, your jeans, whatever has a little bit of fuzz on it that can soften the adhesive. So you just kind of place your transfer on your towel or t-shirt, whatever it may be, and peel it up and down a couple of times, and that just helps soften the adhesive. Some of you have used the transfers that are super sticky. Other times they're not as sticky, so just give it a little fuzz. And then I'm going to put my fuzzing towel aside. By the way, I was talking about washing your transfers when you're done. The best thing to do as soon as you're done, if you can, take it to your sink, run it under lukewarm water, and just kind of wipe the paste off of it. We also have something called a board eraser, which is sort of like a magic eraser, but it's made for transfers and chalkboards. And the difference between this and a magic eraser is that there aren't any chemicals that are going to damage your transfer, your chalkboard, or your skin. So these are awesome. They're only a couple dollars for 2. So I've got it nice and fuzzed, and to let it dry, put it on the microfiber part of the towel, and it dries nicely on there. So we have to find a good placement for this. So I'm kind of bring my stand over and start from there, and then I'll move the globe stand. Sorry, I can't talk and stick things down at the same time apparently. All right, that looks pretty good right about there. So I'm going to pull this out. Yeah, it's a little crooked, I can tell. That's right about the same right spot though. Okay, so when you have a transfer like this with an open area, a big open area like this. You're going to want to smooth this down starting in the middle of your transfer. Just kind of brush from the middle out and make sure that your transfer is nice and smooth as you can get it. With a transfer with a large opening like this, you're going to see that there is a little bit of like a wave in it. There's not too much you can do about it. If you lift it up and push too hard, you run the risk of stretching your transfer. So just be aware of that while you are working. If you guys have any questions while I'm working, please let me know. I'm happy to answer the questions. I have my computer right to my side here, so I can see your comments and questions. So that looks right about where I thought it would land. And we're going to have to just improvise a little bit so this lands in the right spot. You'll see. We can do it. All right. So, as I said, I forgot to grab my chalk. So let me grab that. That one, and go do this one. I'm just going to use good old Scarlet, and maybe I'll use Candy Apple. What do you think? That might be a little bit brighter. Tracy, thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate that. Hello, how are you? All right, well, it looks like I don't have any more. Oh, I have this, though. I think it's a little too dark. I'm going to go with this one. This is called Scarlet. I'm going to use Scarlet, and I'm going to use a little bit of bright white. We're keeping it simple. And then we're going to do those crazy cupcakes. Don't be mad at me if they don't come out good. I'm trying, though. Okay, so this chalk paste needs to be stirred up first thing. Tracy Miller, have I seen you before? Are you new? We're happy you're here, whatever it may be. So I'm just giving this a good stir. You want to have a nice smooth consistency and about the same consistency as a cake batter or sour cream, whichever you prefer to say. My daughter thinks saying sour cream is gross. I don't know. It doesn't sound gross to me, but I'm going to add just a little bit of distilled water to this. It feels a little bit thick. So I'm just going to spray this in. It is best to use distilled water rather than tap water because tap water does have bacteria in it that can cause your chalk to get moldy or mildewed. So just, if you can, just buy, I have a gallon jug of distilled water. I've had it for I don't know how long, a long time. And it does the trick, does a great job, and I haven't had problems with mold since I started using it. So that looks very good. Got all kinds of chalk dust on here now. I'm also going to stir up my white. Wow, welcome. It's your new person. I'm glad to have you here. Where are you from, Tracy? I have a lot of viewers in New England, but I have some that pop in from all over the country, and a few from Canada now and then. This is also a little bit thick. I'm not going to use a lot. I'm just going to do the tip of the arrow and the back of the arrow with the white. Just a little bit of contrast. All right, that should be good. So I'm stirring this up with, this is actually a makeup applicator. We have our own Club Couture stir sticks as well. If you choose to use those, either one will do. Okay, let me get these out of the way. So I'm going to go, first of all, I'm going to work on the heart part of this, and then I'll do the ends and the tip of the arrow. And we're using chalk paste, which is not paint at all. It's a creamy form of chalk that goes on wet, dries hard in just a matter of minutes, but it is water soluble. So as I was saying, you can wash this off your transfer, but you can also wash it off your chalkboard later. You can also wash it off of other non-porous surfaces like glass and metal, and it washes right away. You just kind of put a little elbow grease into it and use those board erasers. No problem, Tracy. Welcome. You're still welcome. We're always happy to have you here. I'm just going to scoop a pile of this up. If you are new to chalking, use more than you think you need. And you're just going to spread it across the top of your design. I'm going to start that way this time. And I'm just going to pull the chalk down to cover the opening. So anywhere that you can see the gray showing through, there is a screen that runs through the whole design. It isn't a stencil at all. It's got the screen that gives you so much detail. So I'm trying to get pretty close to the end of this heart without going into the arrow too much. If it does, no big deal. Okay, so as soon as it's covered, you're going to go back into your project and scrape it back off and put it right back in your jar, just like so. Really isn't hard at all, you guys. It's like butter and toast. That's what I always tell people. Okay, There we go. That has been scraped. And now I'm going to go and do the arrow with white. Oops, a little piece just popped off. Trying to get close to this, but trying not to blend it either. I blended a little bit, no big deal. Okay, need a little bit more to the bottom. And this one. Okay, I'm also scraping this off, putting all the excess back into the jar. There's very, very little waste. These are great values because they go a long, long way. So now I'm going to remove the transfer while the chalk paste is still wet. As soon as you can grab the transfer from the center rather than the corners, you're better off, because grabbing it from the corners is going to cause them to stretch, especially with a wide open one like this. Ta-da! Baby, take a bow. That was pretty easy, huh? Okay, so I'm going to dry this a little bit, but before I do that, I'm going to cover my jars. Oh, Tracy, I would love to have you as a customer. Make sure that you keep on this page, and whenever we have specials and things, you're going to want to take note. As a matter of fact, I have one going right now where you can save quite a bit on a few different products in my VIP group. Unfortunately, I'm just not allowed to say what they are publicly, but put VIP in the comments and I will invite you in there. So I'm going to take a heat tool and just dry this for a couple of minutes. You can let this air dry. This is a pretty large area, so it will probably take about 10 minutes to dry on its own. If you want, you can also use your hair dryer. This is a heat tool, which will dry it really, really quickly, but it is very high heat, so be sure to keep your heat tool moving. Keep it moving. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we have a brand new catalog. I'm so excited. And I have some new products that I'm going to be going live, I think Monday, to show you everything in my box of new products. I bought almost all of them. All but 3 or 4. Did I say that out loud? You got it, Tracy. I'll add you in as soon as this live is over. So yeah, there were I think 3 or 4 transfers. I can't remember exactly how many, 3 or 4, that were specifically for Canadians, and I just don't have that much of a market for Canada at this time, so I didn't get those. I got the rest of them though. Oh my gosh, you guys, so fun. All right, so this is pretty much dry, and I'm gonna pop my my globe stand on here. So I see what I meant about this not lining up in the center. It's okay. We're gonna make it work though. One of the things that I haven't used a lot with you guys is called a chalk marker. These come in 4 colors. There's white and black in one package and silver and gold in another. And what I figured out, I've done this before, and these, I just feel like it should have been a little bit longer, but when you look at a globe, it actually isn't straight up and down, so that's why it's angled. But what I figured out is that if I took one of these and I just kind of drew curly cues right on into it, it looks fine. What do you think? You could draw a little bow. I'm going to add a couple little dots, give it a little motion here. Dots of 3. That's the way I tend to do it. Just adds a little bit of life to your projects. And you can do this anywhere. You can write in the middle if you want to, or just leave it as it is. It's adorable. Super cute. You like it? All right. So that is our Club Couture project for tonight. I told you it was going to be quick. And the cupcakes, I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous. Calorie-free cupcakes. Oh boy. So first of all, I have one sample that I made that came out decent. But the first one I made came out really bad. Really bad. And I'll show you that too if you want. You have to tell me if you want to see them, or if you just want me to go along and make these as I hope they'll come out tonight. So what do you think? Do you want to see the old ones? I'm going to just put this here for now. It's really, really cute, you guys. You see it up close? Oh, I should probably just do it this way. Dun, dun, dun. Love it. So I'll be able to wash that right off in a couple of weeks and put the shamrock on there if I want to. And I think that will look cool. Okay, it's cupcake time. I'm a little scared to show you my finished buns, but I'm going to show you how to start your cupcakes and make them look like this. Let me turn this around. Don't they look real? They look like vanilla cupcakes. They're very lightweight, and what you do is you use door and window caulking to do this. So I'm going to show you first how to do these, and then I'm going to show you how to decorate them. The decorating part is the part where I had trouble. Let me show you this first, and then we'll do the decorating. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. You guys are, we're all friends, and if it flops, oh well, you'll learn what not to do, right? So I have some super cute little papers here. I'm going to take these out because these are ready to be decorated already. They really do look good enough to eat, and I know they look like yellow cupcakes. You could also take some acrylic paint and paint them brown if you wanted chocolate cupcakes. It's up to you. So I found these. I think these are from Hobby Lobby, and I thought they were a darling. They were cute for birthdays, or you could use them for Easter or Valentine's Day, pretty much any holiday. So I'm going to make 2 of them and hope for the best. So these are in pink. I have some yellow ones, and I have some teal. I think they're adorable. Okay, first of all, let's hope this comes out, because I used it the other day and it worked fine, but now it looks like it's stuck. Okay, hopefully it'll come out. So these come in like a spray can with a nozzle on it. I just want to make sure the nozzle's clean enough. Yeah, I can't tell. We might have to poke that out of there. So I'm just going to try to see if it squirts. Nope, it's not squirting. All right, hold on, guys. Let's see if I can get this off. I told you this was going to be trial and error today. Okay, something's coming out. Let me see if I can poke this end out. Let's just squirt out in my eye. Live on Facebook. All right, let's see if that's working. Oh, darn it. All right, I'm going to cut this. We could have a big mess on our hands here, guys. We shall see. Okay, here we go. So that's working. What I found was that you want to leave the tip of your, what is this called? Window and door foam sealant. Leave it towards the bottom of the paper, and you're going to fill it until it's about halfway full, and then stop, because this puffs up like crazy and you'll have cupcakes like this pretty soon. So about halfway, and then just leave it. I think it took a couple of hours before it was all, oh, that one's even cuter. Look how nice that one came out. Took about a couple of hours for them to puff up all the way and harden. So you just might want to do it the day before. I don't know if this is a job you want your kids to get involved with, because it could get a little messy. Oops, I just got some on the side. Looks like batter on the side, right? All right, I'm just going to do 2 for now. So far, so good, you guys. The next part is what makes me nervous, and I'll show you why. So, the first cupcake that I did that was a complete flop was this one. And it looks pretty good in the angle that I'm showing you. But if I turn it around, you're going to see that the whole cupcake flopped off, all of the frosting flopped off of the cupcake. All right, it's not that bad, but it's not that good. It wasn't what I wanted. I think that the directions that I found said to look for lightweight spackling compound, and I didn't have lightweight. My husband said, just use what we have, it'll be fine. Yeah, it wasn't. All right, so there's my disaster. This one came out a lot cuter. I'll show you this one. I actually put it on a cute little, let me move this, let me switch it around so you can see me better. I put it on this cute little cake stand that I picked up somewhere, and it looks a lot better. Let me see if you can see that well. Let me see. Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. This one looks a lot better. However, the back side again started to slide. So I think it's because I didn't use lightweight spackle. I just used regular spackle. So we're going to redesign this and do it again. You ready? You're going to say a little prayer for me while I do this too, of course. Okay, so I have stuff all over my hands as usual. I'm going to take one of my cupcakes, pick bit. And here is a speckling compound that I found. It's called Lightweight Speckling by Tool Bench. And I got this at Dollar Tree. Guess how much it was? All right, so I haven't used this yet. You guys you're gonna have to see it happen live. I've got a cute little ball of white in here, so I could absolutely make vanilla frosting if I wanted to, and that's what I did with this one. I think I want to make a pink though, so I'm going to add a little bit of acrylic paint. Let me see if I have a spoon handy to stir that with. There it is. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit. Yes, cross your fingers. All right, I'm just going to take some acrylic paint. I wouldn't add too much because it thins your paste, your speckle a little bit. So try not to use too much. We'll see how that goes. And we're going to stir it up really well. I probably should have put this in a bigger container. Duh. That's okay. We'll make it work. So we're going to stir this all up. You do a ombre. It looks like ombre frosting. See if I can pull you guys in a little closer. There we go. Focus. Okay, that's better. It's actually looking pretty good. So how many of you guys have done cake decorating before? I think, Leslie, you might have told me that you did. I took a class with a baker years ago when I had, I think, very small children at home. And I loved it. It was so much fun. I did notice that after I took the class, every occasion that we had in the family, Sue will make the cake. I did for quite a while. Okay, that looks pretty good, huh? Kind of looks like ice cream, which is a project I did this summer. We made faux ice cream. So these are no-calorie cupcakes. You don't have to eat them. I don't even suggest it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper cup, and I'm going to take one of these. This is a piping bag, like so. Just a little plastic tube. You can also make it with parchment paper. I've tried to do them with baggies before, and they don't work. They blow out pretty quickly. But I'm using an icing tip. It's a 6B. It's a very big piping tip. I'm going to pop it right here into... You did, Meg? I really enjoyed it. And I went with my mom, and we had a ball. Okay, you want to just make sure that the end of your tip is sticking out. I could cut this just a little bit smaller, larger, I think, the hole. Let's see if I can cut that bigger. Just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to put this in the cup so it holds it steady while I'm filling it with the icing. We're going to hope for the best, right? Hopefully it won't slide off like the other ones did. I'll need a little bit more. I had a little girl stop by the house today, and she saw one of my cupcakes, and she wanted to eat it. I guess I did my job well. It looked like real food. Okay, so I've got some spackle in here, and I'm going to push it all the way down towards the bottom of the tube, like so. And we're going to decorate this bad boy. Ziploc freezer bags. Oh yeah, they're definitely more heavyweight, huh? All right, so here's our cupcake, and what I'm going to do, there are a couple ways that you can go about this. I'm just twisting this to push the icing down to the end right here. You can build like a centerpiece so you can make a taller cupcake, or you can just go around the edges and just keep making it taller and swirls like an ice cream cone. I'm going to add a little bit to the center first. Doesn't that look real? Oh my gosh, it looks good enough to eat, you guys. Oh, sorry. It does. All right, so now I'm going to go around the center. Just nice and easy, putting even pressure. I'm trying not to go too close to the edge. Oh, it's not coming out smooth there. There we go. I think it's the angle I'm holding it at. That one came out sort of strange. I don't know why. I'm going to use two hands. I'm sorry if you can't see me. And just go round and around, and then put a point on it. And there's your cupcake. I don't want to tip it too much because I don't want it to fall off. I might as well do the other one while I have it here. This one's a bit taller, so I'm not going to put the center on it. I'm just going to go around. Is it? Yeah, you guys can't see me very well, I'm afraid. All right, here we go. Nice even pressure around and around. Wouldn't those look adorable for a baby shower or a birthday? Oh my gosh, they're so darn cute. Oh, I tipped it. Okay, let me get a paper towel. Here comes the fun part. We're going to decorate these. Thanks, Leslie. Let me see if I can flip you for a sec. I can put these closer. Pretty cute. All right, so I have some decorations. I have a couple different kinds. I wanted to show you this first of all. I made a cherry with sprinkles on it. Let me grab this back again. Flip you over. This little cherry has sprinkles on it. All I did was paint it with the acrylic paint, the pink, and I sprinkled pink glitter on it to make that look really cute. I'm going to pop it right in the center of this cupcake right here. Like so. And then I've got some, I have some, where did I put my glitter? Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry. Let me grab some glitter. I'm going to have to paint another cherry pretty fast to get it in there on time. I'm just going to use a little bit brighter pink glitter on here. Kathy O'Leary, if you are watching, this glitter's for you, babe. I have a customer who loves glitter, and she'd be so proud of me at the moment if she was watching. Don't know if she's here tonight, though. So I'm just going to lightly sprinkle this to give it a little bit of shimmer. I'm doing this over a piece of paper so that I don't have a mess everywhere like I did yesterday. That looks really sweet. And then I have these, which is called Tube Confetti. I also picked these up at the Dollar Tree. They're really cute. So let's go for the pink this time, since we're getting pretty close to Valentine's Day. We might as well make a couple more things and call it a day. So tomorrow, you guys, when I'm live, I think I'm going to go live tomorrow or Monday. I have to figure it out yet. But we're going to probably do our last winter project of the season before we move on to some spring and other projects with the new things that are coming in. So these are just, it's sort of a little bit bigger glitter. It's jumping right out of my fingers. But you might want to just kind of tap them down a little tiny bit, or use a pen or something, and just make sure they're pushed into your frosting so they don't fall off. Just kind of give them a little tap, and so they're tucked in and cozy. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right. So the other thing that I might put on this one is some of these cute little sequins that are shaped like hearts. I actually had those on the falling over cupcake, you might have noticed. So we've got pink ones and blue and green, all different colors. And I just kind of tuck them in here and there. You could do these for baby showers or birthdays or any occasion. I'll probably do some Easter ones too. I think that would be fun. So this is well decorated and it's really darling. All right, I think I'm going to call it a day before I spill it over. What do you think? Pretty darn cute. There we go. I'm going to pop another couple right here. It's a little empty. Well, why not add a couple more? Okay, I love it. I'm going to turn it so you can see. I'll take some good pictures of these later so you can see them a little bit more. So I'm going to do one of the cherries so you can see how I did that as well. I bought a bag of these on Amazon. I really only needed a few, but of course you have to buy a ton. My lights look really dark tonight, are they? I don't know why. Things changed. Okay, so they come in little gaggles of 2 here like this. My scissors, where are those? No scissors? What in the world? You're probably right in front of me and I can't see them, so hang in there. Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright, well, I don't see my scissors. I know I used them earlier. And I should have a single one in here anyway, because I cut 2 apart yesterday to make my sample. Not yesterday, the day before. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Hold the horses. Here somewhere. My goodness. Okay, I can't find them. No scissors in this place. Alright, you're going to have to trust me on this one. I can maybe pull them apart. I'll have to cut this part off after. That's what I'll do. Oh, here we go. Problem solved. Got to get rough with it. Alright, so here we go. We just used a little bit of acrylic paint and I painted the cherry. You don't have to be perfect with it. I just thought that this red was more like a fresh cherry and not a maraschino kind of cherry. And that's what I was going for. So just plop some paint on there. I didn't do the stem, I just did this part. Okay. Now the side. And the glitter, which is right here. I need to get my sprinkler opened. And just sprinkle that with some glitter. It's a messy job. Oops. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so while this is still setting up, and the top part, the frosting does set up pretty quickly. Just gonna put that on the top. Push it in a little bit. I'm also gonna sprinkle that because I just put a little mark in it. There we go. All right, what should I put on this one? Should I do a different color? They do look good enough to eat. I agree. I faked somebody out today with these. Let's try some of these little sparkles in green. I can't figure out why my camera is so dark tonight. Sorry about that. All right, where's the, here we go. I can get it open. All right, I got it. Okay. Let's try a little bit of green sparkles on this one. You can go crazy with this decorating stuff, huh? So cute. I love pink and green together. I'm just barely touching these just so they'll have something to grab onto. And they won't all fall off. There we go. All right, I think I'm just gonna leave that one sweet just like that. All right, put it up here so you can see it all done. It's so cute, and they're staying. They're not falling off. I'm happy with that. Okay, let me see, let me go back here. And you can look at the beautiful mess that I just made on my table. I hope you enjoyed that. So definitely the key is to use the lightweight spackling compound from the Dollar Tree. So go grab some, frost yourself up some cupcakes, fake out your family. They'll think you've been baking all day, and have fun with this. You can do a lot. It's just adorable. Yeah, last summer I made 4th of July red, white, and blue ice cream sundaes, which were faux also. So that was fun. Anyhow, what do you think? Was this fun tonight? I hope you enjoyed it. I'll show you a quick peek of our 2 projects again. This is our Club Couture Aiden. Go this way. Our Club Couture Aiden. So again, if you decide that you want to join the club between January and the end of February, I'm going to send you one of these globe stands so that you can hang things like this too. And one of the options that you have, I believe it's still there, is to get a chalkboard like this, a magnetic chalkboard with your first order. So you want to grab one of those, and I'll show you the cupcakes one more time. So stinking cute. Look how adorable these are. I love them. I think they're adorable. I would eat one. All right. Well, I want you to tune in. It's either going to be tomorrow or Monday. I will let you know our last winter project of the year. It's going to be really cute. So you might even have the transfer already if you have taken any of my recent classes. We're going to be using a box frame like this and some wood cutouts. So I think you're going to really love it. So be sure to tune in. Just keep an eye on my Facebook group, and I'll let you know when that's going to happen. Before I forget, please, if you're not in my VIP group, put VIP in the comments so that I can add you. We have a fantastic sale. Some of you guys have already taken advantage of that, and thank you so much for that. I have a lot of new inventory coming in soon and new classes. So we'll be ready to rock and roll this spring. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Again, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll be happy to get back to you. And if you watch me and you said, oh my gosh, I can do what she does, let me know and I'll get you some information about joining my designer team. Have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your night and the weekend. And I will see you again real soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.